Good morning, everybody, and welcome. You're watching the morning news on CNN News 18. My name is Aisha Varma. We're a few minutes away from 8 a.m. at this moment, and we have some breaking news that's coming in right now. That is going to be our top focus this hour. We're learning about a separatist protest that is taking place in the United States. Again, what we're learning is that protesters have waved separatist flags and gathered outside of the Indian Consulate in San Francisco. And remember, this apparently took place on Wednesday amid heightened security presence. Now, the protesters were heavily barricaded across the road with uniformed police officers present on the spot. Heavy security deployment at that area can also be seen as well. Now, remember, this is another separatist protest that is taking place in San Francisco. A few days ago, earlier this week, we had reported about separatist vandalism, and that was once again in San Francisco. At that point, a very senior United States high-ranking official had responded. His name is John Kirby. He had specifically condemned the vandalism that took place in San Francisco. This was on the Indian Consulate. He had specifically said, and I quote, that the vandalism is absolutely unacceptable and that the State Department, the United States State Department security, was working with local authorities to deal with the risk and the threat that was taking place in San Francisco. Another statement that John Kirby had made at that point was that the State Department will personally repair the damage that has been done on the Indian Consulate. Now, we're going to be crossing over to CNN News 18's Foreign Affairs correspondent Abhishek Jha to get us more details on this. Abhishek, what can you tell us about the separatist protests that are taking place in the United States once again?
So United States, we know that these Khalistani protesters, they had planned another protest, but this time around the security situation have been better. What was the last time? In fact, our Consul General in San Francisco had met the Chief of Police Department in San Francisco, where he sought a better security, and he was assured that that will be accorded to the Indian missions. We have already seen USA side commenting, his National Security Advisor Jackson even commenting on this vandalism and act of violence and condemning it, and saying that India-USA ties are very strong, and these hatredists or these violent acts should not occur, should not be there, and USA will take steps to ensure that these attacks do not occur. So in USA side, we can say though there has been Khalistani protesters going, gathering their support and trying to vandalize and make their mark at some point, but security situation has been now beefed up around the Indian missions abroad.
Now, Abhishek, do we know about whether there was any forewarning of these protests that are taking place in the United States again?
Yes, there was. In USA, you cannot protest without informing the police. Otherwise, it will be taken as an act of crime or vandalism, clearly. So these protesters had already taken permission, and they had informed the officials beforehand, before going for this protest. But what happened in San Francisco, that was sort of very shocking, because it looked like the police authorities did not know, even the staffers at the embassy didn't know about the upcoming event of Khalistani protesters, because a bunch of protesters gathered at the building, around the building, and they tried to barge in. They broke up to break open the building, and they smashed the windows, and all sort of violent act. We could see desecration of tricolor was also there. So probably that was the time when it did not have the due permission. But this time around, the authorities have been very well, given a forewarning that this event is going to happen.
All right, Abhishek, please do stay with us because we're getting some more breaking news that's coming in right now.